everyone, it's Josh Albo here. In today's video, I'm going to be going over something that I'm going over in my mentorship program with some of the people I'm working with. How to drop ship for zero cost on Facebook. I'm going to go over a couple different options besides just Facebook in the video. As always, take notes in the video so you're more likely to remember it, and then you also don't have to rewatch the video. And then at the end, if you get the value out of it or whatever, subscribe so that you have automatic notifications. It'll be automated for you in the future. Let's get right into it. So everybody's seeing these Shopify stores that are doing 20, 30, 70. I saw one the other day that did like 128,000 in a month on Shopify, and that's great and all, but that's not from organic traffic. Organic traffic, if you're not in the industry, means free traffic versus paid traffic, so paid advertising on Facebook, Google, Snapchat, whatever, Twitter, wherever, influencer campaigns. Like there's organic traffic and there's paid, there's organic traffic, which is free, and then there's paid traffic, which has a dollar cost associated with it. So yes, it's a lot easier to do drop shipping with cost when you have an ad budget. I'll make a separate video for that. But what about the people that are they want to make money, they see everybody else making thousands and thousands and tens and hundreds of thousands of dollars online, but they're like, well, where do I get started? I have no job or whatever. Like, everybody has, yes, it might be an excuse, but there's still a way for them to get past those. Like, all it takes is that first initial brick, like Will Smith talks about, brick by brick by brick, to get past their initial limiting beliefs, and then it's all growth from there. So this video is going to be focused on if you have $0, if you have literally no money to invest in this business, that's okay. There's plenty of ways to make money without money. I've debunked that myth in past videos. So the way I would recommend doing it is on Facebook Marketplace, and we're going to do drop shipping. So we're going to be using Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, OfferUp, Letgo, Mercari, Poshmark, any site that we can think, and even like Salvation Army or like Plato's Classes and resale stores. But then again, at the same time, depending on the niche that you decide to get into, which I'll go over, you could be doing, let's say you want to do athletic stuff, you could be going to Dick's that's having an outlet closing sale, or a Nordstrom that's going out of business, like, or Carson's, whatever. It's like, if there's a sale where you can get something for less than it's valued at, and you can sell it for a higher price, that's all it is information, market information asymmetry here, where you have something that they can get for it's usually a higher price, but that's where you profit. I don't care if it's $1 profit, I don't care if it's $20,000 profit. When you have $0 to initially invest, it's purely about hustle, going and finding the deals and then putting them where they need to be so that they can be purchased. So for Facebook specifically, what you're going to do is go on Craigslist and Facebook and even OfferUp and find things that are in the free section. So stuff that people are giving away, whether it's a bike, or I know there's always, I want to say, like, I don't do this, I never did this. I just know it works because it's simple. Like most things that are overcomplicated it's just noise. It's not like really overcomplicated. The simplicity of this is what makes the system so good and what makes it work, in my opinion. But find the stuff on Facebook. Gary Vee's talked about this a lot too. Gary Vee, dude, like everybody's talked about this, but I want to give you a specific boom, boom, boom strategy because nobody gives the specific on the dollar amount side. So go to Facebook or OfferUp or whatever site, Salvation Army, let's say, if you got 20 bucks or 10 bucks to invest. But go on their site, find the stuff that's for free. So let's say you can find a bicycle, a little girl or little boy or whatever size bicycle on OfferUp or Craigslist or Facebook, and it's free. So it's no cost to you. So what I want you to do is take a screenshot of that bike that you found on Craigslist and post it on Facebook for 20 bucks. It's all profit and you don't have any money, so don't be complaining about only making $20. Oh, I want to make the big deals. Like, initially you need to hustle. If you want to go find capital, we can make a separate video about how to find financing or ways to finance things so that you don't have to have the money up front. But for this video specifically, if your work ethic is there, which I'm telling everybody in my program, you will make money. The system is, it's almost like too simple of a system, but nobody wants to hustle. So if you're one of the 1% that wants to actually hustle, you'll be making 90% of the profit, the money, which is the good stuff. So you find a bike, you post it on, something in the free section on any website that has free stuff. Post it on a different website that for a $5, $10, $20, $100 profit. If you can get the bike for free and sell it for $100, you just made $100 in a day, which is $36,500 a year if you can do it consistently. Median income, that's just under median income for the United States. So you'd be doing fine just by selling free stuff. So it's not like and that's at $100. If you did 200, like now we're talking like $60,000-$70,000 a year. It could be a legitimate like business, but it's pure hustle. So eventually I want you to move into trading your money for more money instead of trading your physical time for money. But because this is a super starter, no money to invest, just time and hustle video, this is where I want you to focus. So we sold our first bike, right? We got our bike, we put it on Facebook Marketplace. Somebody messaged us, hey, I saw the bike, I'll give you $100 for it. So then if to make it specifically drop shipping, I would say have them or like send them a PayPal invoice so that they can purchase the bike. PayPal will hold their money in escrow so that it's safe for them, so they don't have to worry about not getting the bike. When they get their bike in the mail, you will get the money from PayPal once they get their stuff, and then their money for them will be in escrow. So their money's in escrow, you go get the bike, you're gonna have to find a way to pay for the shipping, but you can put the shipping on a credit card. If you look at the video about how to buy a $50,000 car for $25 a month, I talk about how to set up a business credit card with a net 30 day as well as 0% APR for 12 months. So you could be cash flow positive for the first 12 to 18 months, not worrying about the dollar side, and pay for the shipping on this bike for 6 or 8 or even like whatever amount the shipping would be to ship it to the person on that credit card. The money in escrow will be given to you in about 7 days when they get the bike, but the credit card bill itself is net 30, which means you don't have to pay for 30 days. So you'll still have 23 days in advance before you have to worry about even paying their credit card. The money from PayPal that they purchased the bike with from you, that which you got for free. So full system is they purchase the bike, you send them an invoice through PayPal, they pay the invoice on PayPal, you go pick up the bike for free, you take your credit card, pay for the shipping for the bike, ship the bike to them. When they get the bike, they'll confirm it through PayPal. PayPal will deposit the money into your PayPal account. From the PayPal account, you deposit the money into your bank account. Now you have $100 in your bank account. Let's say the shipping was $20 on the bike. You take that $100 that you made on profit, because it was all profit aside from the fact that we're gonna have to pay for the shipping now. You take the money from the shipping, from the bike, the $100, pay for the $20 shipping on the credit card bill, pay the bill in full, always, and then you just made your $80 profit and it didn't cost you anything but your time. So you had to go find these deals, you have to go source them, but let's say that's first 3 days, let's say, you flip a bike, because the people that I've worked with usually have a sale. Like one guy left the other day and he had a sale on his Facebook account before he even left my house, and people in the past have had sales the next day. This one kid I showed him how to do it. He had money to invest though, so he bought a $60 laptop on OfferUp, sold it the next day for like $200 or $300. He texted me, he's like, dude, this is more money than I've made like all week. Like, what the hell? And I'm like, yeah, you think I would work? Like, that's why I don't work for money. Like, I don't put my labor into something. I'll hustle, I'll do my upfront work, and I'll create systems that pay me based on how much money I put in, and maybe a small, like the less time I can put in, but the more money I make is how I like it, because rich people don't work for money. I'm not saying I'm rich, I have a wealthy mentality, and we can get into all that, but rich people, like poor people, are slaves to money because they need it. Rich people have their money, or other people work for them, which is a big after thing. And I'm not trying to put people down, I'm just saying that's how the different mentality between rich people dollar-wise and poor people dollar-wise. So then from there, it's just about scale. The more things you can find, I'll make a separate video as well as I go deeper into my course with the people that I'm working with on once you get in. Let's say now you saved up $1,000 from your flipping business, you've sold 10 bikes or whatever you're selling, bikes, shoes, whatever you can find, and now you got $1,000 cash laying around. We don't want that money to be stagnant, we want that money to be invested back in so that it keeps growing and growing and compounding, so that 1,000 turns into 10, and then 10 to 100, and then do that 10 times, now you're up $1 million, and you started for completely free. Like, wouldn't that be cool? So take that 1,000, go to Plato's Closet, go to Dick's that's closing out, go to like whatever you think will sell, whatever you can find. For shoes are always works. I love shoes because people pay ridiculous amount for shoes. But whether you can do luxury shoes, sports shoes, like when you get into the luxury market, which is a total side note, so this isn't really specific, but I'll give you a little key pointer. When you get into the luxury market, you can charge a lot more for different things, like Supreme, for example. If you can buy a thing when it first drops for $100, sometimes you can sell it for $500 to $1,000. So instead of making $100 on a deal, you make $1,000 on a deal, and it was just one flip. So that's where it gets like really fun. But you'll learn that as you go. You'll see what flips specifically. If you have questions about the specific types of stuff, or you want to work with me one-on-one, I'm doing 10 spots per month. It's $1,200 a month for the mentorship program, and I'll be working with everybody one-on-one to show them how to either make, like, the goal with it, what's been working, is getting them past like $5,000 to $7,000 to $10,000 a month coming in, and being able to like have the freedom to quit the job. Like that's my personal passion, mission, whatever you want to call it. I don't let anybody tell me what to do. I want other people to have the same freedom that I felt, because I've seen both sides. I haven't had a job since I got my first job when I was like 15. I haven't had a job since I was 17. And it's totally different. Like it's so empowering. Like I'm free. Nobody can tell me what to do. Nobody can say, oh, you need to be here at this time. Like, and I don't sell my time for $13 an hour. And I want you guys to have that, because the power, the freedom you'll have from that will change your life personally. And if you don't think so, then we'll see who's right. I could completely be wrong. I totally admit that. So as always, if you have any other questions, feel free to hit me up. The best way to reach out to me is at @TheJoshAlbo on Instagram, or send me an email at summitsme@gmail.com. I'd be happy to help you out. Until next time, everyone.